Since Danny Hope was fired as the head football coach at Purdue.
In his first public comment since being dismissed as the Boilermakers head coach, Hope spoke exclusively with sports director Mike Cleff, who joins us with more on the former Boilers gridiron leader. Mike.
Well, Gina and Jeff, Danny Hope says he is in full-time job search mode and he definitely wants to coach again, preferably this upcoming season. But the former Purdue head coach, who spent nearly 1/5 of his life with the Boilermakers, reflected a lot on the past during his one-hour chat with me, including the impact of what one more victory could have had on his coaching future at Purdue.
Obviously, now I know that if we could have won another game or two, things would have been a lot different in my career here at Purdue. But that's the nature of the business. I mean, that's just the way it is, and I'm the first one to acknowledge that. Another win or two, and it's a whole different story.
Hope agreed declining attendance played a major role in his dismissal. 1 year prior to taking over for Joe Tiller, average attendance at Ross-Ade Stadium was over 56,000 per game. In Hope's final season, that number had dropped to just over 43,000 per game. If that number had been 60,000 last season, Hope says he's back with the Gold and Black next season.
No question. 13, 14, 15. I think I'd have fulfilled. I didn't come here as a stepping stone job. I left my alma mater to come to Purdue because I love Purdue football. And I thought I could come here and do some things to return the program to national prominence.
Hope decided to head to Dallas to watch his former team play in the Heart of Dallas Bowl, a decision that he made based on support.
I wanted to see those guys play. I wanted to see my players play. We had a great football family. I was surprised that there were some people that were critical of that. It wasn't an easy thing to do, to go sit in the stands with the fans. But if my son would have been out there playing, I would have been in the stands watching him play regardless. And we were a football family, and my players were like my sons.
Coach Hope said there were things he could have done better during his head coaching stint at Purdue, but added that he shouldered the majority of the blame for the football program's shortcomings.
I probably covered for everyone too much. I allowed myself to become the scapegoat for anything that the program didn't have in place or any lack of success that we didn't have, even if it were things that should have been in place for years.
Hope says he learned numerous on-the-field and off-the-field lessons during his head coaching tenure at Purdue.
A lot of things that will make me a better football coach. No question about that, but when it's all said and done, you commit your life to a program and to the institution and to the team, and you hope that you impact the lives of the players, because other than that, your efforts aren't really appreciated very much. And then when they're done with you, they're done with you, and that's just the way it is. That's what I learned from it. When it's all said and done, you really don't matter. So you should focus on the things that are most important, and that's changing the lives of the younger people, and then living and loving with your family.
When given a chance to respond to Danny Hope's remarks, Purdue Athletics Director Morgan Burke declined News 18's request for an interview. As for Coach Hope, he said that getting fired was in one way a blessing in disguise, saying that he has spent more time with his son Chaz in the past 2 months than he had the previous 10 years.